Hello, I'm Jim Campanini. I'm the the wine novice,
Novice.
and welcome
Certificates, the whole thing.
well certifications. Welcome to the Grapefully Yours Wine Podcast, coming to you from the beautiful studios in downtown Lowell, InsideLowell.com. We have Teddy Panos, producer, on the show, and today I'm with the wine butler, Mike Pigeon. Boy, we both got our nice shirts on, the Wine Novice shirts. What a franchise, huh?
Got it going.
Yeah. How you been doing lately? Okay.
Okay, making it through the rain.
My golf game is going to crap because of this. I was playing, almost every other day, getting consistency. Now I've played twice in like 7 days and can't get the ball off the ground, can't get it to go straight.
Take a break, have some of this fine wine with cheese and crackers, a little hummus or something, and you just take a break.
I don't
Enjoy the good life with the wine.
Yeah, I was playing well when I was playing often, but now with this rain and everything, and then the wine goddess gets me into the garden because I can't play golf, so I'm out there in the rain on my hands and knees, my back bothering me. Oh, it's a tough stretch, and this is June, so you got to drink more wine.
At least enjoy what you're drinking. Yeah.
Yes.
So find a wine you enjoy, number one.
So just to clear the decks, next Tuesday's show, we have a very special guest, Joanne Ross, who is a great wine instruction teacher, certified in French wines and Italian wines. She's a member of the Commonwealth Wine School from Boston. And she's also at the Wine Scholar Guild in Boston, where I received my certification. Joanne was my mentor. She still is. And she's been all over the world. She specializes in Italian wine. So she's going to come in, talk to us about the Commonwealth Wine School, and we're going to talk about some fascinating Italian wine. So make sure you watch that show. Joanne Ross, her background is amazing. She was a school teacher pathologist when she got this calling to get into to wine, and she went to wine school and did everything, a lot of studying and travel. So she's very, very impressive, and we'll talk to her. So we get that get that off the books. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a little about the calorie content of wines. As you know, wines are becoming more health conscious. Well, the people are becoming more health conscious who drink wines, okay? The winemakers across the world have gone to sustainable farming methods, a low intervention process, and also, organic wines, okay? Which means they don't put any chemicals and pesticides. So now, the European Union, which includes Italy, Germany, France, big, huge wine-making countries, they've just voted that in 2025, they're going to have to start putting on their wine bottle labels the calorie content of the wines. Just think about that. Okay, that's amazing. So people can see what exactly is in these wines. You think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
Is the public that finicky for wines? And I know when I drink beer, I always get a light, because if you have two or three, but you have a glass or two of wine, I don't know what 40 calories difference is going to do for it. I don't know.
Well, I think they're trying to get a lot of them are getting ahead of the curve. Certainly that was the trend with sustainable farming methods, because people didn't want chemicals and pesticides, and now, all over the globe and even the U.S. they're moving to that. But once again, it just shows the importance of healthy foods, okay? And a lot of people are making their decisions now on that healthy foods. I think it's a good idea. I don't know how much more it's going to change the marketing of wines, but I think America is probably going to follow in the years ahead because this is a big push. Now, I was in a wine store over the weekend, and I saw this Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, and I've had this wine before, Matua, very good Sauvignon Blanc, costs about $14 a bottle, but look at this on the label, Matua lighter. Like you see with light beer, what you were just saying,
I
right?
couldn't believe it when I
And then
saw
up
it.
in here,
Yeah.
what's that say?
It says 80 calories.
Imagine that. So New Zealand, some winemakers, and you can do this if you're a winemaker. You could do it on your own right now. Anybody in America could put on, how many calories are in their bottle of wine. There's no law against it. So they're getting ahead of the curve in New Zealand. 80 calories per serving. 9% alcohol by volume. Now, remember, as I've preached before in the past, the lower the alcohol content,
The higher the sugar.
the higher the sugar level. Okay? No, the higher the alcohol content, the lower the sugar.
You said it.
The lower the alcohol content, the higher sugar. So it's interesting that this has got a low alcohol, which would say it's got a high sugar rating.
12%, I think it is, the alcohol level.
Yeah, but this one it says 9%, right? 9% on the label. So you would think it would have a lot of sugar in it, and it says in the back on the label, per 5 fluid ounces, average analysis, calories 80, carbohydrates 1 gram, protein 0 grams, fat 0 grams.
No
So
sign.
that could be, an inducement to buy the wines. So is lighter better? We're going to try this. Okay.
Now, New Zealand, that's their number one wine over there, Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc,
I
yeah.
think Oyster Bay comes from there, too.
Oyster Bay.
That's a good,
Kim Crawford.
Yep, Kim Crawford. He's quite a winemaker.
So those who are health conscious, I mean, certainly, that is quite an inducement, to put that on the label, what it means.
Grapefruity. Very. Very grapefruit. A lot of grapefruit taste to that.
A lot of grapefruit
If you
taste.
like grapefruit, that's your drink.
Gee, but there's no difference in the taste. It still is acidic. I mean, I really don't detect anything. I mean, you drink light beer. You drink light beer. I mean, does it really does it impact the taste much?
No. It might be acidic, but sure doesn't feel very acidic to the tongue. Goes down nice and easy.
Yeah. So, boy, it does have a lot of grapefruit. And Sauvignon Blanc is a great wine. You can drink it all year round, but it's a great wine for summer, especially with seafood dishes, oysters.
Very light in alcohol. Very light.
Lobster,
You can.
yeah.
I noticed that. Very light in alcohol.
Strong grapefruit.
Very.
Oh, it puckers you up. It does. So I'm with the wine butler here. I'm going to give him a little quiz just to show you people, because sometimes I think wine gets a bad rep because everybody says, oh, it's fattening and everything else. Well, you got to drink wine in moderation. There is a bit more calories in red wine than white wine. Of course, there's exceptions to everything. Because, the concentration levels in red wines, the grapes are more tannic. White wines, the white grapes, they don't extract the tannin from the white grape most of the time. So you don't get that extra calorie intake and stuff. And red wine mostly has a higher alcohol level. So it's a dry wine anyway. But
I wish you, if you asked me 6 questions, I wish beforehand you gave me the answers to 3, so I'd know I wouldn't look too stupid here.
So we're going to do the calorie counts test to tell you what is in different liquors. Okay. So all right. I'm going to ask Mike, and this comes from Wine Spectator magazine. Okay. So these are all in wine. They say the average glass is 5 ounces. One glass, 5 ounces. Okay, and this is so the average amount of calories in one 5-ounce glass of white or red wine. What do you think? How many calories is in one 5-ounce glass?
Of red wine?
Any wine, white or red.
Well, truthfully, I would have no idea until you just showed me that on this wine 80. So I would think it'd be more. I'd say probably 140 calories.
That's a pretty good guess. The average is 120 to 130 calories. So you weren't that bad. So you figure if there's 5 glasses in a bottle of wine, right? So that would be 500, maybe 600 calories in a total on the low end, and the high end would be
For a bottle.
yeah, and it would be 650.
Yeah.
For
Not too many people drink a whole bottle at one setting, though. I mean, it's.
I know a couple.
Well,
You know, and then you have it with food. You got to take a walk. You know, walk that off. You know, those calories.
That's
burn
true.
it off.
2 or 3
But
glasses.
2 glasses, 250 calories. You know, for 2 glasses with a meal.
If I have an ice cream cone, I'm not worrying about the calories, and I want to enjoy the ice cream cone. And with the wine, that's not where I'd cut calories if it was a good wine. And
Okay, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer. How many calories in a 12-ounce
not light, but regular beer.
regular beer? Yeah,
360.
150 calories.
That's it.
So that's 12 ounces. So you double that. So while wine, 5 ounces, you know, has 120 calories, you double that. It's 240. Beer for 12 ounces is 150 calories per 12 ounces. Still, you know, you don't drink half a bottle of beer, right? You drink the whole thing. So, and usually you have a couple. So it's 150. 1 shot of liquor, 1.5 ounces. 1.5 ounces of liquor, bourbon, vodka, because it's distilled alcohol. How many calories?
Oh boy, 240.
100 calories.
Just 100.
Yeah, were you surprised by that?
I'm not cutting back. Not cutting back. That's good.
Well, 1.5 ounces. Now, usually the pour is what in bars? They give you 2 ounces of 1.5.
Well,
Teddy,
a
what
little,
do you usually give you?
A shot and a half.
6.
In a shot.
For wine, we do 6 ounce pour on the wine.
No, but I know liquor. If they're having vodka or a
Shot and a half.
yeah. Okay. So 100. So for 1.5 ounces of liquor, only 100 calories. You could do a couple of shots. You know. All right. If you're worried about your waistline.
If you're walking, yeah.
Okay. Here's the one that I found interesting. 1 cup, 8 ounces of orange juice. How many calories?
Boy, I bet that's loaded. I just have a feeling orange juice. 300 calories.
125 calories.
That's it.
Well, it's about the same.
Real low.
That's a little more than 1 glass of wine.
And how many calories does the doctor say you should have a day? 1,000 or something? Or 1,200 calories?
Well, if you're a growing man like you could have what, about 2,500? You know, because you walk. You walk 2 miles a day, right? You burn it off.
Well, 2 hours a day of walking doesn't take many calories. It's discouraging.
A guy for the New England Patriots probably puts 3,000 calories, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
because they're sweating in there.
So.
They can lose.
Okay, 1 can of cola soda, 12 ounces.
Regular cola.
Regular cola, 1 can cola.
Now, I know that's loaded with sugar. But all my figures are way too high. 300?
150 calories.
That's it?
This comes from the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Huh.
Okay?
thought
So, but you can see these kids who drink, why there's an obesity problem in the U.S. because some of these kids drink cola, all kinds of these soda drinks. They can have 3 or 4 a day, and that adds up. So the wine for 5 ounces, 120 to 130 calories. Beer, 12-ounce can or glass or bottle of beer, 150 calories. 1 shot of liquor, 1.5 ounces, 100 calories. 1 cup of 8-ounce orange juice, 125 calories. And 1 can of cola soda, 12 ounces, 150 calories. So
The pleasure it gives you is well worth the calories, especially if you're doing it with food. It just makes a meal so much wine. I wouldn't bother with the calories. I don't think that'd bother me at all. I wouldn't pay too much attention to it.
Okay. Now, here's what it says in the Wine Spectator. Some research has suggested that wine's antioxidant properties may compensate for its calorie content by mitigating fat accumulation, but the jury's still out. That's what it says. Right? So the big thing is, I guess, the takeaway is that as you go to the stores, more and more wineries, and especially for the European countries, they are under edict that by 2025, they have to put the calorie content on the labels. And I think it's going to help the consumer make better choices regardless. Do I think it's really going to affect the wine industry?
No.
Mike says no, it's still up in the air. I think if you got a special wine, you got to drink it anyway with food because you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But you should watch out for those high sugar wines. Now, Rieslings, as you know, could be some really sweet Rieslings, 140 to 350 grams of sugar. Those are special wines from Germany. And they're good dry Rieslings that have a low content. But it'd be interesting to see what goes on some of these labels and stuff. Okay, but I think you're going to see American wineries move towards this too, especially in California, because they're leading the charge with some progressive movements in winemaking. They have instituted those in the vineyards to make sustainable farming methods more expand them and more applicable. So it is a growing trend, and I think even though right now no one can tell a winemaker in America what really to do, it comes by section and appellation and stuff.
I
But
just can't picture somebody going out to a nice restaurant, ordering a meal with 1,200 calories, and then have a nice wine and say, well, how many calories?
yeah,
in that wine?
I know. Well, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll see.
But I tell you this: for a lighter Sauvignon Blanc, it's not bad. I think it's pretty
nice,
good.
yeah.
Matua. I've had the regular in my house several times. It is a good Sauvignon Blanc. You should look at it. Matua, and it's got lighter right underneath. It's something to talk about, conversation piece for your friends. But it's a good wine. Very grapefruity though.
And what was the alcohol content in that again?
9%.
That's very, very low.
Yeah.
I didn't taste it at all. You could
Yeah.
almost,
Yeah. So it
no.
says. So
Very nice, safe drink.
lighter
Yeah,
Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, drink up. I know we fight this every year. Chardonnay is a big drink during the summer. This happens to be a great wine. I've had this many times. It's from Pine Ridge, a great winery in California, Sonoma, and Chenin Blanc is one of my favorite grapes from the Loire Valley, France. That's where you get some beautiful wines, the Chablis and Sancerre, right? So this is a blend, a Chenin Blanc with Viognier, okay? And for those people who are looking to find a refreshing wine, something a little different from Chardonnay, with a taste that you can have this with all kinds of dishes, chicken, fish, appetizers. But these people do it great. This wine regularly receives 90 to 92-point rating scores from all the wine critics, wine spectator, wine enthusiasts. Costs $15 to $16 a bottle.
Isn't it great with those screw-on caps, too?
Yeah.
You lose nothing from it, from screw-on
Yeah.
caps. They're great. Saves you all the trouble of trying to cock the bottle after.
And I'm sure you put this on the table or the patio and have it with some friends who I guarantee they're going to like it. What do you think?
Fine. Nothing too distinctive. Very easily downed. It's thin. It's like
Well,
it's like what it looks.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that buttery, that oaky
No,
flavor of a. It's a pure. It's almost like a pure taste, but it's got a lemony.
Not buttery at all. No, I don't do the yolk ones.
It's got a
That's why-
lemony citrus flavor that's very appealing, and it's got some. Even though it's not an effervescent wine, it's got.
Definitely not as strong grapefruit as the first
Oh
one.
no,
we
no,
tasted.
that
Not
was
at all.
that. That grapefruit is still in the
but it
back.
still
I should
had
have
some
taken
of
a sip
that,
of water, but it's got a refreshing taste. You know, you could sit down with this at the end of a work day and just have a glass and.
Acidic, but not,
Yeah, not as acidic as that Sauvignon Blanc.
no, but they're both comfortable. It's not like too much.
Very balanced, and so I'm saying for your, for the Chardonnay lovers who want to try something different, Pine Ridge, Chenin Blanc, and Viognier. That Viognier gives it structure and aromatics. It smells like a white flower orchard. A little orange rind in there, but you get that nice lemony flavor to it, a little of that tangerine citrus, but it's not cloying in any way. And for you people who are looking for a different, just to break up the Chardonnay at home, but this is another one that you could do at party, sipping on the patio by the pool, and I think you'd really enjoy this combination. If you've ever had a Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley, which is really mineral and dry, I think you'd really enjoy this with that touch of Viognier.
You notice, I know this is early in the morning, I don't have much food in my stomach, but when it gets to the stomach, it's a little acidic, like almost, maybe I should have a tum or something.
Well, it's a little, a little warm.
It's a little,
It goes a little, but I had my eggs Benedict with hollandaise sauce and everything this morning,
Ooh.
Wine Goddess got up early, made that for the big show. Didn't Judy say, gee, Mike, I'm going to make you a nice meal before your big show today and everything, no?
Yeah. It's refreshing. It's a summery. I look at that as a summery drink. Of course, I'd be exclusively reds in the winter up and down. But now that's a nice summery drink.
I like Chenin Blanc. I think it's
sit at a picnic table with that, and
I think it will go well with a nice salad, a chicken salad plate, or
you could
a shrimp salad plate, and it's really good. So you got two wines to look at this week to go buy. I just want you to know that both these wines, I don't mention the wine store, but I went to a couple. These are in local wine stores, so you don't have to drive to New Hampshire. It's in New Hampshire. They have them at the Wine Connection also, but even at the some local wine stores in your area. Ask for them, especially this Sauvignon Blanc with the label. I think you'd get a lot of comments from that. And like I said, if you want a new interesting taste, something to try, this Pine Ridge, good winery, the Chenin Blanc Viognier combination, and you can get them both for $16 or less. Okay.
still seems strange to me to see calories written on a wine bottle right there on a label, like it's a soft drink.
But it's coming. It's coming. The trend is here, and it's good for them that they're starting it off and getting ahead of the curve. Those New Zealanders down under, they're really with it. So, anyway, any closing thoughts?
No. This isn't. I me. I just like a plain good Pinot Grigio, a good high-end Pinot Grigio. But That's,
I didn't
that
know.
is
I didn't know there was high end.
See, I'm not supposed to. Well, there it is. It means you're spending more money for it.
Yeah.
But like because medication I take, I'm not supposed to have grapefruit. You know, and that to me reminds me of grapefruit too, with all that. And I'm saying maybe I shouldn't be drinking. I mean, it is a little acidic.
Well, you should have filled out a disclosure
never
form
worry
before
about
I
that.
hired you for this show. What you can drink and what you couldn't. You know. So.
But for those that like Sauvignon Blanc, but the calories, I'm going to see who the first person is that mentions to me over discussion wine of calories.
Okay.
I never. We'll see.
All right. Well, a lot of younger people are concerned.
They're ahead of the curve, if there is a curve.
Yeah.
As regards to.
So make sure you're here next week when we have Joanne Ross, okay, an Italian wine expert and an instructor at the Commonwealth Wine School in Boston, and she's teaching a master class right now in Italian wines. She will be with us. She's really fun, interesting to hear some of her stories, and she's coming right to Lowell, so you'll see her live on InsideLowell.com. And until then, may the wine be with you.
The fewer calories. I don't know.
Ciao.